the political newspaper, one of Salon's biggest newspaper them. And we can discuss Jibril Iyun story where he don't do. We also expand on Facebook and YouTube.
Where we get we gold, where we get we diamond, where we get we iron,
and get the reaction of we analyst them inside the program. I say I get one guest and they expect another. So I just want for welcome Jibril Conte, when I reporter in a political newspaper. Jibril, say hello to Fambul.
Good morning to listeners and viewers of Truth Media. Thank you for having me, Brian.
Thank you very, very much for honoring this invitation at one request. We appreciate and we get for discuss some of the story that we don't cover and at this media and other media houses them. So the first story today, we will just want for run through. The first story we want for look at today now the explanation of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, when Alpha Sisi, it be dinner this week in Truth Media, and then he explained some of the provision them inside the Constitutional Amendment Bill, and we want to discuss two of them. The first one, it talks the bill proposed a permanent removal of the first past the post system, and then we go mean say all election then going forward, then go get for be now through the PI system if that bill they get passed with that particular provision day. And also there is another proposal inside the bill. There's another provision we talk say people can stand as independent candidates them for presidential elections. Before now, you can stand as independent candidates for council elections, for the term we will be get constituencies in previous elections. You can stand as independent candidates and for member of parliament. But now you can stand as independent candidates for presidential election. If this bill gets passed, this is how it would look like. So the reaction them very different, and they will go for can take them, video them. We see also Salon Police talk say they make 182 raids in 2 weeks. This is now one part of the story they say from the political newspaper, and inside the court there are other convictions there as well. Inside the court makes. So if you look at the screen, 102 police raids in 2 weeks. That's a lot of raiding.
Yeah, a lot of raiding.
Yeah, imagine if you divide down there by 14 days. I can imagine how many raids they happen on a daily basis. So and then there's another story about autistic student in Kisi face crisis. Then Jibril contributed with me at the studio. Jibril and do that story there. Imagine then people then they suffer from autism. And then they face some crisis where you get for can discuss. There's another story where we self-cover hunger behind bars. It's similar to this story. Hunger behind bars now the picking the way then the potluck, the bow, I think it's a children's detention facility. Picking the way we can just pull that up, picking the way then at them I think they can be stubborn, and then the people then decide for care them go. Let them go dinner them facility then they say then they face a food shortage.
Like they say DEMS or
yeah, like DEMS, approved schools and the like. So you see hunger behind bars, food shortages hit remand home in both districts. So now what I think about go get for can discuss. My first reaction to this story now, if picking them they face food crisis. What about the adult prison? How it go look like? So, but we go get for can discuss. We want for go to the first story where I want for seek your reaction on where now the issue of independent candidates for elections. I'll just take that video the way the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Alpha Sisi they explain how the bill say somebody where not belong to a political party can stand elections now. We'll just take them and then we can discuss.
The independent candidates.
So that's one of the things that we agree on. The provision or the proposal for make independent candidates run for election Now, one of the things that we agree on, now the tripartite committee, both parties agreed. And it as one of the proposals. That is why it is here. I don't talk with people inside me own government and me own party. We not like that provision there. Just like I'm a board CDA say just now. But tell them, say, this is something both parties agreed to. Now, of course, you know, when you say bring other people along buying, there are other political parties, because this political space not only about SLPP and APC. There are other political parties we're supposed to be part of this process, and we don't try to bring them come along. When I talk about proposals, we take step for modify. That are one of the things that we take step for modify the proposal for make independent candidates able run. And what we make we take steps for make slight modifications or amendments in. Now exactly for response to what my brother CDA Tunis say na yaso. Say it go open the floodgates. You can get 200 independent candidates, etc. That is why we don't add language. See, if somebody they run as independent candidate, yes, it get for be somebody we're not a member of political party, and then the person also get for demonstrate strong financial and community support as prescribed by law. So what do we want now for make Parliament, make we all get this discussion. Parliament prescribe in law within a financial and community support. So for some countries, for make you run as a candidate, you got to get a specific number of people who they put their signature and take a bet on you. So we can say for making run as independent candidate, you for both for provide evidence say about 10,000 voters or 5,000 registered voters don't put a bet on you. Then when you know that things that we can provide as safeguards them. Or this might go Parliament. We all elected representatives say, you know, thing, we don't want independent candidates, then they remove them. But we don't do your own part.
So the government don't do their own part, as the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Alpha say they explain that it left now to Parliament, make Parliament decide whether people will not get political party can stand elections. I just the Attorney General mentioned say now APC and SLPP come together and they agree on this one at the tripartite committee where they be get for this following these disputed elections. I just they wonder like what if you say then people have they think we for agree on for make we get independent candidates for stand. Is it that for law we open up the space or something?
In the area of issue, waiting them they think of this particular matter. Well, you know, like I really can't tell anyway because one way or the other, the election between the APC, the election at Sierra Leone, it just the wolf between the APC and the SLPP. You know, if APC win this coming election, SLPP go win and all them things then they. So like giving the open space to independent candidates. I believe say in one way or the other way people go able for vote for really for somebody will be to say they want to vote for because one way or the other the I don't call them the political parties them they getting constitutions them they getting way how they elect or select the young candidate the young flag bearer we will represent them for the election and we don't see a cry between the supporters them we are in some the one they would favor. The party not they actually forget them the flag bearer. The party they actually give them another somebody. And similar thing happen with IGR the survey where them pull where they make something like a likable and electable. Within the people elect for happen. And when I be there during that press conference there's something they want in my mind. Say yes, people go see Alunians then go don't get the young people the way they go like. But actually the supporters them or sorry the political parties them then get their own constitutions then get the one they will be to say then go thought and fit say and then go 146 select now then go rule now then go give the flag bearer and all so like now a delegates election so like then delegates and they don't know they represent the people but now they choose let me say they indirectly they choose leader for the party or for the people. So the people go left with no option unless they vote for that particular leader. But having a
I think say APC when they think about for bring what they call I think open primaries. So people then go able for I think elect their own delegates the way they want and then delegate, and then they go able for control them. But just back to this issue of independent candidate for run for elections. Two concerns. People feel the people who want for be president, them Bokuna Salon, them Bokute, including Kai Kamara yesterday. We just don't put that video there now we alpha column, now we social media. SF interested in the presidency. INSEF could be president one day. So if we come like lower the bar, now so to speak, lower the bar, because today you need to get political party, you meet certain requirements. But now, if the bar can be lowered, you don't feel say the thing will be chaotic. This is now one part of the argument of CDI at Tunis. Like everybody go they come now say let me say for run for president.
So in my opinion, me just feel say they also need for set requirement as well. If independent candidates need for just like within
requirement, and I think they say around 5,000. You forget like 5,000 or maybe 10,000 people. Them we go sign say we will vote for this man.
Yes, exactly. And that I believe say that would be one of the key requirements will be to say go able for set somebody for like able for get the position for like he stand for a flag bearer as an independent candidate. So if that requirements indeed somebody gets about 5,000, somebody behind them, we go say this, we ready for vote for them. The people that like them, people in with the call, and that's not gonna be a problem. So like if let me say in the area of financial capability, because not any Jack and Jones could come no more and say I want to be president. You get to be that kind of financial
capable, yeah.
Yes, for make you able for vouch for that particular side and all. So if they set some of the requirements then and all, I believe say that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And just like we then set the requirements for a somebody will be to say within a political party. One way to make me favor this independent candidate, I favor them because if you look to the political parties them, but then they choose for a leader. Like for instance, Samura Kamara, when we and Skuma be choose them.
Yeah.
Plenty people not be the thing say like then go select Samura Kamara and all. So plenty people not be the thing but that one day just come out of the blues and then select Samura Kamara. Samura Kamara be the flag bearer.
Yes. So one man in your own don't take over like the rest of the party or the rest of the people.
Exactly.
Like Anes Bakoma did.
So people left with no choice unless they get a vote for Samura Kamara. And one way or the other, me as a journalist, I don't move around, ask for people. Some people they tell me say like they actually not a vote again because APC and SLPP are just the same.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we kind of power, now the same thing. They go always the portray. There is no difference between them. So having a independent candidate, I believe say that will give the confidence of people for make them vote and all. If they vouch, for instance, if they say Ibrahim Ansari, we like you, we're ready for support you, go in for the independent candidate, then go in, people go vote you, people go stop, and citizens go actually get the somebody at heart, we go represent them, we go get them cry and see how best them go able for be president in this country.
Yeah. So like people we like we don't tie with APC and SLPP.
Exactly.
Let me just come together and find somebody we like indifferent. We go promise I go bring something different from what APC and SLPP don't bring.
Sure.
It will be like the voice of the people. This that we, like people that no more will get like the movement they would only get like people from the old government to account for the longest time now. They don't ever bow to any political party. So like that kind of people then they open up the space for them. Right now,
yes, definitely. Yes, that's
so,
my point.
So we just need to get some safeguards and then we can the system can work.
Exactly.
Right. So I want to look at another story again, still on this constitutional amendment bill. We get this argument about PR and first past the post, 2 elections each. We don't do 2002 was PR, and then 2007, 2000 and the next 12. Yes, it was like yes, and then we get I think 2018 again was first past the post. Then we get
2023 we have.
yeah, 2023 happened for BPR. And then one party believes in a PR we need. Another APC believes, SLPP believes in a PR we need. Then they argue for that. APC believes in a first past the post we need. And then when it comes to civil society, I think the numbers, when them be vote, I think just about 10% of civil society that they believe we need PR. I don't forget the numbers anyway. I go get for check. But inside the bill, the government they push for remove PR permanently. I'm sorry,
Like
remove first past the post permanently. So we can't get now just like PR if that one they no work. Lord, just look at this. Lord, look at the video, and then we can come back and discuss.
This amendment bill, they propose a permanent removal of the first past the post and just stick to PR system
Correct.
as a country.
Correct. Then I'm waiting with the propose, and I will explain
And
this.
it gets
as a-
threshold.
Well, so now that we don't put say whether threshold now be determined in a separate law. I think say, the conversation don't focus too much on whether we do first past the post or PR. We want me the conversation shifts now to what kind of PR. Because even in this country, right, we don't do in the 6 elections we don't get under the 91 constitution. We don't use first past the post 3 times. We don't use PR system 3 times. And in PR system, the first time we used in 96, we use the wartime model, right? This entire country now be a single block. And then in 2002 and 2023, we use the district block system. So just Nasalon tell you see there are variations of PR. So sometimes when you discuss PR, people feel so, oh, I just one formula. No. Majority of the world's democracies, they practice some form of PR. And as I don't say publicly, in a lot of the countries, we say people, and the data shows that people are happy with the electoral system, with the governance system, with the democracy. Now countries, then we get PR over first past the post. So we don't consider all of those. But then we also consider other processes. We consider, say, the Kawan Constitutional Review Committee, when it do all the consultations from 2013 to 2017, one of the recommendations then we make now that this country for transition permanently to the PR system. That and government accept that in the white paper.
So welcome back from that video. They will look at the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. They explain, say in this bill, the government they try for the government don't propose say no. They say the tripartite framework recommended a national dialogue on the choice of electoral reform. This now post from Basita Michael. Following that dialogue, expert input and technical deliberations, representative of civil society, including community-based organizations, trade unions, the Intelligence Council, professional bodies, and the media, voted 57.9% for first past the post. So the people in Moe vote for first past the post on this this national dialogue will get 57.9%, and then the 31.6% say we want forget a system wherein we get PR on one side and we get first past the post. All two the systems them they work, and then only 10.5% for proportional representation. That's not the list. Just 10.5. Again, 57.9% want first past the post. 31%, 31.6. Then once we get a mixed system, and then we get 10. And what's in the government they take. Now, what's in the Kawan Constitutional Review Committee be recommend? What do you think about this?
What do you think about this particular constitutional amendment? We get this PR system during 2002. because by then we'll not be able to forget the actual census, the actual population of Sierra Leone. We just come up and war and all. So there is no way we'll be able to shape there's no way we'll be able to shape the country into constituency. So unless we go to PR system and all. So and then this 2023 will also get PR system. So me not even the thing say like PR system will be the best for this country, because people are not able to know the one they will be to say actually they vote for them. Sorry, the one they will be to say they represent them in the parliament, because this PR system, people with they're not able to vote for somebody. We be to say like we know you, say like for example Mohammed and they can stand for this particular constituency and all. So then just they vote for political party, and then they get the threshold. From there now then go know that they go the parliament and all.
Yeah.
So for let people like able get the actual somebody we go be to go represent them. Now say me believe say first past the post could be the best situation electoral system na Sierra Leone, even though PR gets another advantages them, the likes of female representative and all, they give them 30% quota and some of them things then they
but it's you think it's the best, not so.
Yes.
This quote here from AYV, the chief minister said through the tripartite framework, constitutional review becomes not just a legal exercise but a governance reform. So the chief minister, they argue, say it's about reforms, aligning institutions, resorting confidence, and placing the will of the people at the center of national decision making. So, Barrister Michael B respond to this post that I will just read just now. He said when we get this dialogue, the tripartite committee be recommend. We say there was deliberation, which I just read just now. Representatives from civil society, we get from the unions, the inter-religious council, professional bodies. This can include SLAG, it can include medical and dental association, it can include bar association. All the professional body they be vote 57.9% for this system, and then 31 say, well, no get all two, because we know able to get it that kind till we say now this the people they want, now on Adande the people they want. It's always this argument. They want this, they want this. So but this voting, you look at 57.9% want this system, 31 want a mixed, but the government wants something else, and that's what's in the bill. Then the chief minister, based on what you watch under this now, he said it's the will of the people. This thing they're about. Do you agree with that statement?
well, actually, no one for agree with the chief minister.
You
Because
say the people and they are at the center, but you just ignore what's in the
yes, because if we talk about that, if 57.9% people don't go for first past the post, so that's really they should say that really they're on ground for say like people, the citizens or even another somebody they really want this PR system. Sorry, this first past system. First past the post system, rather than the PR system. So I actually no know within the SLPP wants for gain in terms of this PR system, because then somehow strict on this PR system, even before this 2023 election, that began for out also another controversy between APC and SLPP in likes of the PR system.
Yeah. So analysts then can say APC wants first past the post because now they make them win elections, and SLPP want first past the post because they say for win election. You happen for support first past. You want first past the post as you agree with first past the post. We happen for coincidentally APC them point. Are you agreeing because APC, or why do you want first past the post?
So Ibrahim, now this is not the problem between these two parties, APC and SCPP. you know, all they care about is like how they go for come and a power for win election. They not care about waiting and go do for the people, and they not care about we like the ordinary citizens, you know, if this particular thing go affect we or not. Waiting all they know about like if this particular laws or this particular thing will favor we and for win the election.
Yeah.
That's not the thing we more focus on. Even when election safe not in here. So that not the biggest problem. Some of the things are in the counter, they also need for to look at the layman. If this go actually suit or it will actually affect the ordinary citizen rather than fighting for kind of power. This the Fed say
So-
PR system go favor me,
And
and
then
then
the
the Fed
Fed
say
say-
first past the post system go favor me. But for me, I really go with first past the post system because one way or the other we go able for no
Whether you
be
vote
oh, yes,
for.
whether they vote for. I go able for no me parliamentarian.
Yeah, I
So
just
if you're
want to
that, you
ask you
go
this
able for all
question, sir.
accountable.
You don't ever from 2023, this is 2026, you don't ever meet with your representative there, they don't ever show you say nah, in this, you don't ever meet them.
I can remember because me reside all the way around Fullerton. You understand? Eh? When actually we be get when the election be the come near, we be actually be the still parliamentarian, it be the come to Bimbing, it they come for say for vote for we. You understand? Eh?
Yeah.
But when the other column when the election pass, it be get a Range Rover. I see the approach we area no more now full speed they pass with.
Because you know all of the bigger money. So would they take a break, family? Una thank you for deal with you. Una stay with we. Would they take a short break and then we'll go come back and continue with the conversation.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Mama, this internet no dey gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don come na salon. Signature Connect wey na fiber internet and microwave coverage e get, dey na salon now. And e come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect wey dey na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don come with package dem wey go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweet then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And say for corporate services them, you dey able use the internet for connect to CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect day for all man. Contact them na 072 568 290 or 033 233 620.
Family, welcome back. This is the roundup where they come to you on Truth FM 103.9 and then with a stream on Facebook and YouTube. We other guest Mohamed Dauda Kamara, a journalist, a fact checker and writer, don't join me at the studio. And we want to look at we next story. We next story now from we next newspaper actually where they take now the political newspaper. Also then get several stories about the number of raids where police don't do 182 in 2 weeks. There's another story where Jibril do autistic student in Kisi face risk. One for taking that story then they and we go. We just need the story up. Now get the front page, and then we can come back to the guest and then discuss. So if you look at the screen now the front page of political newspaper, 182 raids nine police make. That's huge. A lot of raids, 182 in 2 weeks. And then, so there's another story where one power guest do autistic student in Kisi face risk. They can't talk about that story, there, but we just want 182. One for start with Dawda, we just Mohammed Dawda will just join way. I see you shake your head where I say that's commendable. 182. What's your reaction to 182 police raids in 2 weeks? Mohammed Dawda.
Yeah, so so the figure is staggering. Anytime we a figure, it was a figure, especially a figure like that, it gives you a kind of reminder, say, a kind of a positive reminder, say this is what we want. But then, although I'm not able to get into the story, so I'm not really able to know within the 182 police raid they about in 2 weeks. So if I can able get a knowledge on within the raid they about, I think that would give me a better judgment on.
Yes, so it's about drugs, drugs
push?
especially. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, okay, that's a good one. Not bad because I personally before now they don't write several articles on me Facebook on that they don't publish it on social media regarding this issue and drug related issues. Then we really the merry country and really they destroy the future of young people. I think for me this is very good. It's a commendable one, and I think say all the other journalists them and civil society activists them or activists them na the corner we don't push say the law enforcement agency them for really make sure say them begin read people and where they say drug. And I think this is a stepping stone, to be honest with you, because I always say the fight against drug is something where we for be very much intentional about.
Yeah.
It is not something that you say I will do. It is something that you do. That's the difference. So I think much of what we don't get is that I think as a country say we not forbid don't count to this point, whereas the hike in I mean there is actually no data to actually suffice as to how many people don't die from Kush specifically. But I can tell you day in day out, I mean for the time that women know say Kush we don't really have reached the country. Every now and then they see youth man and they don't treat, then die. Some of them are hopeless, looking haggard and all of that. So you don't even need much data for tell you say this thing is really eating into the fabrics of the country, But then again, what we needed was a prompt action from the law enforcement agency. So to actually have 182 raid in 2 weeks is like a crackdown on drug. But then again, that is commendable. But then on a very objective point again, I can say this is something we should have done long before now. I don't think the people who are to actually enforce a law should be told what to do.
Yes. So your point is 182 raids in 2 weeks tell you how much this thing don't expand.
Exactly.
And if government be nip this year in the bud,
Yeah.
not for be even
At all.
point.
At all.
What's now your reaction to 182 police raids in 2 weeks?
This like really alarming. This they try for sure say like drug or kush. We really need to take them serious. Because like even though like government don't the police don't they try for see how best they're able for capture some of them things like that. But yet still we still like get such kinds of raids on the 182. So this it really they show say this thing a really rampant in this country. People really don't take them as business. Say like this now actually a business now for even for make money and all. So just like within Mohammed Dawda they say So if the police probably don't take this before, if the police don't take this step, but when this thing will happen, let me say Kush business will begin to forget the impact of Kush business during them 2022 to 2023 around 10 and
Where did it start?
Yes, where it start. So if actually we don't take a drastic action towards this, try forget rates them and all, I not believe say Kush for be kill young man them and put young man them to the way how it don't put them so.
Yeah, now look at your story on them autistic picking. I know hear about autism, not something I don't really read much about. And I never know say if they get a home side and can keep them, except where you do that story there. It it was like an eye opener for me. Jibril, take we through this story. Autistic student in Kisi face risk. What happened to them picking them?
So before I continue, before I go into the actual thing where like they happen inside to them picking and I just want for pass on this information first to people na Sierra Leone. If you born you picking, you notice say like this na autistic. Within Laputan because not to everybody go able for no say autism. Where somebody can say full, we actually can and into a normal particular sense and all some can water and all. So people go understand. Not for abandoner. And not mean say like now something like we get for relate to devil or whatsoever. Abraham it will be sad enough for me to be able for no say when I reach the most of the one they wouldn't did it, they don't even get parents them and all. The parents don't abandon them.
Rather than they run that home.
Well then get the then get teachers then the teachers then did the way like where they abandon them. Well like for me I just really see I'm say like a caretaker them because
would that open that is it a home?
No, like my school, like a boarding home.
Okay, it's a boarding home.
A boarding home.
Exclusively for
autism. Yes. Okay. For picking away like the way they get where they suffer from this autism and all. Not a day for specifically, but like they don't actually get the equipment the way they need, the school materials the way they need for like people to go run the school. Even some of the uniforms themselves, really they in that good shape. And one of the things then we
what are they fund the home? What are they fund? Is it the people they picking the people them? What are they fund them?
Well, that's a question that we are asked to the head teacher. Well, the head teacher say as for now they get, despite government they send subsidies. They say but like huge sum of support they only come from then surrogate organizations and also some of them churches them. Where they go in and see how best they go for give some of donations to them. Yeah. So that's not the way they can survive. So I even asked the area of food, their teacher say, well, that's not some of the challenges the way they can face in the area of food. So unless in the teacher get for go big, now some of them churches and some of them surrogate organizations there for make them help them for get food. And one area when it touch as well, the area of security, really exposed the people. They able to see some of the gangs themselves around that particular area. They able to say then go then jump the fence. The fence is really dilapidated anyway. Anybody can jump and kind of jump the fence and
the
go.
Human trafficking way.
Exactly. Sadly, that gang they rape it's about 13 years old autism. Yes, girl picking.
And
according to the head teacher,
the police they do their work now on that one day.
Well, that happened around 2018, according to the in that TV that happened long ago, 2018.
Yes, so I just bring Mohamed Dawda to this conversation. You get an understanding of autism. And we just look at the story where Jibril do on them picking they sit in the face risk as they follow the explanation. What are your reaction on this one?
To be honest with you, I have lived with somebody we suffer from autism. Actually na be my younger sister, me auntie picking. We grew up and because of autism, and she was not given the privilege that we didn't give it some of we for go school, learn book. And at some point it's enable learning a craft, nothing so beneficial. She's a female. And at the time, I remember we did dwell in one place to my granny in Kenima. So when I moved to Freetown, I left Andy. So what happened is when it mature, it can't to a particular age. In fact, there is a kind of belief that people tag on people who actually suffer from autism. They believe in a devil business.
Yeah.
So there is some instance where they even look at that because they say, this not devil, bro, this not to motorman, this not devil, that kind thing. That's deter and again because of in not get the ability like we for communicate clearly, for talk, for do things, a deter for in fundamental human right to education at the time. But then in the sense, because in the state within Ghana see him as a sense of protection from provocation and harm.
Yes, as a vulnerable person.
Exactly. So but then what she didn't know at the time was that in as much as she was also trying to protect her, but then he was also trying to deter her from her fundamental human rights. But then again, what happened as in few years to come back, there's a story about it that in life can take a turn, people take advantage of her, when it actually matured, like she was a female at the time. And then last year, now we lost her finally to death. So within that period where he died, and within the time one will be the grab up in her life, I asked myself, like, if this poor Pekin has probably within a country where they create an enabling environment for people where they suffer from autism, she would have had a future.
Yeah.
Because this is somebody who speak to her English, she'd understand. She was brilliant, but what she didn't have was the belief and the enabling environment for she say she has hope. And just like that, sister, there are many other people where they suffer from autism, where they go through the same kind of system. Specifically, girl picking. Well, like what my brother say, in fact, people abuse them picking the woman because they don't have the voice to speak. They don't get people where they speak for them. Everybody else in a devil. Of late, last week too, I encountered the same situation with somebody where they suffer from autism. Girl picking. We load this keke, they go by them East Station parts them. That was last week Sunday, yeah. So she was so active, kind inside the keke, but just like that normal way, like be the water and all of that. But then I was like, man. In fact, now we too be inside the keke. I think the keke man will make some kind with that kind of a discrimination. Yeah. When you say they go now, they go now say the lady tabu sign they go allow one link inside. So the lady now ask her say who side they go. So the lady be for show me who side they go. So even who reach because now then angle the na station myself they go. So I be able to direct her man and able to come go now in place and all. But then when I see that picking, even though she was in that situation, be able to tell people who side they go. That shows that there is more like people who suffer from autism can able offer.
Yeah.
All we need is to create an enabling environment for them, give them the support, and change the myth around it. But most of them say are more of health issues rather than a mythical something. Because if you say this not devil, it is either you are so superstitious or you get some mythical viewpoint that is not backed by evidence and fact. So that's not an issue, and this not a pressing issue because every now and then there are people suffering from autism, and it's something we are not treating seriously. Yeah. It's something where we just let it slide, and we not fully just let it slide.
Yeah, Jibril, you don't see firsthand how them picking then they live their life in that place, how vulnerable then they, and how I can imagine how heartbreak it is for una too. What do you feel say like we really need for do for vulnerable picking the like the hand way they suffer from autism?
So well, actually the one way they suffer from autism is not like they say like this nothing wish or this nothing way to say them plan for. Say like I've already them call us autism. No, that's not what they wish. So like we really need for cow that inclusivity. We need for include them in our society, and one will go before bring them back to society, let them feel belong and all. That's now for empower them with a better skills and better education. Because one way or the other, even if you get autistic somebody self in your community, that particular somebody it could just go left around, the roam around without doing nothing. Yeah. There's nothing unless
there's this habit. People they take advantage of anybody seeing people near then go they send. I studied that for because we did. Yeah. We're all ourselves in the same department, and they'll get them, but when they way like when you look at them, they really they'll get some mental issues. And then the people are not there for protect them. You get a student that they send them all day. Wait, can you get half? I think the thing that they happen as well with the people in our community. Yeah, so exactly. They make a point on what needs to be done on protection and all.
So like if actually government really need for support them, like for example the Ministry of Basic and senior education also. So like if then support because like the one then they did, the whole they did. You understand it? I will not say like say more, even the head teachers when I talk to, they say more they we to say some parents they want for even come up cow them picking at the school, and they even get plan for even put some of the one in the street, go in at the home, but they are no
Financially
facility.
challenged,
Facility is very, very poor.
You know the kid. There is another story, Seth, about hunger behind bars. Let's just look briefly at that story. We child protection. We look they get problem with Amo. There's another one. The minister in facing the social media card. Hunger behind bars, food shortages hit remand home in both districts. We look the joke around protection of Pikin demo.
Yeah.
So look at that. I tell you at the start of the program, if food shortage then the Pikin the how the big prison then
exactly.
Now what does that mean for child protection? We don't have the remembrance. We can allow done so.
Yeah.
And then I think TSA recommend for protect Pikin them.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they maybe become a little stubborn, and the parent decides say this we need for discipline and law care and go like child detention facility. And then now there is this. What do you think about that, Mom?
For me, I think every Pikin gets a future and he gets a right to a better future.
Yeah.
So if Pikin and we then go to, for me, I even think it shouldn't be behind bars. The word being used somehow, because Pikin and we they can go for maybe put under control for able go on to the way maybe probably not Pikin way to go wayward. But then there is a kind of I don't know how to put it. There is a kind of way we they put them kind of odd, because if you say behind bars, literally they try for interpret it. Maybe this Pikin you get for come torture them, and I don't think say if I go to that point, because we get a right, a moral obligation to protect the right of every Pikin. It doesn't matter whether that Pikin they talk. It doesn't matter how that Pikin stubborn. We get a legal right as a country for make sure say we respect and protect the rights of all them Pikin. So if you can't go Pikin behind bars and then again they are hit by hunger, that it questions whether we are even making effort to protect the rights of children in this country.
Starvation is a war crime.
Yes, and for me, I think one thing we are missing as a country is this. When it comes to Pikin them, I always tell people, what we lack in Sierra Leone is intentionality. Now, if you go on social media, you see a pile of activists. They will tell you, me a Pikin activist. I am talking for children. I am pushing for children. But to be honest with you, sometimes action goes beyond just what you say on social media. The real action is the movement you make to ensure that you bring a positive impact in the life of them Pikin. This is a story that is on social media. But I have not seen any child activist we don't take upon himself information, say go to this place, investigate, verify, get the fact, and push this issue to governmental organizations like UNICEF, Sierra Leone, where they deal with Pikin them, Save the Children where they deal with Pikin them, Child Fund where they deal with Pikin them, for tap into them thing and see what thing they do. Sometimes it's about bringing the right people to take action. So for me, it goes beyond just I am speaking for children, attending conferences for children. Go to these places, see the stains in the lives of these children, identify those things, and profile solutions to them. It is not just about identifying the problem, it's about profiling solutions to the problem. More or less what we focus on in Sierra Leone is when we identify the problem and pretend as though we are solving the problem and when we are not solving the problem. Trust me, we have many child activists, just like we have many youth activists in the country.
And then they just post
nothing. It's about posting nothing. It's about posting nothing and doing the work. So I'm urging them. This is a very trivia. This is something that is very important. I'm speaking to all the child activists in the country. Anybody where they hear me, a child activist that really cares about the affairs of children, go to that place, verify, bring something up, and solve the problem, the hunger issue affecting them.
Yeah, Jibril, your reaction to that story, hunger behind bars?
Well, actually, this is not a serious issue because if somebody don't take him Pikin, you understand, it go there for like they actually for let them go this I know I use the word discipline, or for let them go see how
Correct them.
correct them.
Yeah.
Probably go be somebody with some of stubborn and all. But if you turn one way or the other, like a go face some kind of hunger, not get some kind of food for it. I believe that this is a very serious concern anyway. So like how some of them homes and they, or how some of them places and they run without proper food. Sometimes our food no more better now we don't see. But
Yeah, all
another
of
things
these-
then they back we just say go even
Because
they underground.
Food na basic.
no go,
na
but yes, that basic.
Wonder how them go to sleep. Is it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
How
but-
they go to sleep
yeah,
at all.
Yeah, so like how Mohammed say, I think people need for we get Human Rights Commission. This is the issue like when they don't bring them out. Let Human Rights Commission go check try the way Benghazi in
Exactly.
Tokam. Human Rights Commission say look, can see this Benghazi and make sure say whilst with the correct picking them back, make sure say you respect
abusing the
it,
rights.
right and picking you. Even if you starve big person itself, you are committing a crime. Like the one they at war. As well. If you what more if you starve Peking, we're not able. Please, we want for take what we final story on this human trafficking. I discussed with Mohamed Auda last night. Now just look at the video and then get a short one. Mohamed Auda don't see the alpha column, the real, the full video. So now just take the real and let we discuss them as with the end. Well, we producer then go maybe there is a technical challenge with getting the video up, but let me just think about Mohammed Ali,
How many Nindindi Masoro?
Fode has lost his 2 children to a human trafficking scam.
February wati hamas informal kuma wati uliba.
And he's not alone. It is believed thousands of people in West Africa have fallen for similar scams, offering work in America, Canada, Dubai, or Europe. But first, they have to pay thousands of dollars to join. Then they are trafficked to a neighboring country and told they must recruit others, pretending they are already traveled abroad. Desperate for news of his children, Fode has joined a police raid on a house believed to be holding victims captive. Children as young as 14 are being held in this house, with up to 15 people sleeping in each room. Fode has joined the raid, but his children are nowhere to be found. But police are giving a lead.
Ils étaient tous là. Ça peut attendre une semaine, ces enfants, ils étaient là.
Over the coming weeks, Fode joins police on 2 more raids. Arrests are made and further sightings come to light, but his children are still not found.
Hali wati do ele ba yeda kuni nyale ndimila.
After more than 12 months in captivity, Fode's daughter is released. She is now back in her home country, Guinea, but is yet to see her family.
Ko ba ha deni masodon udumanya buto. Denye nindin bete. Mini ya mentia denye na bete.
Young people who have been trafficked are often scared to return due to the shame and stigma of being scammed. As for Fode's son, police say he has been released, but his whereabouts are still unknown.
So we don't look at this short video about human trafficking. The last time we discussed a BBC investigation, it was ritual killing, and now there's another problem. There's another problem again. There's another BBC investigation, and now it's human trafficking. That's Salon. I want to start with you, Jibril. You just look at that one. People and they tell them about travel. And then they end up keep them in a place. You know what's in this they say about Sierra Leone security issues and then and all of that.
So I want to put the some of the blames them back to some of the young one them because this will urge for travel. Yes, exactly. This will urge for travel. We just want for travel. We just want for make money. Very fast, no matter what. Some of them jobs then they will be able to see actually some they go out for do now then some of them countries and they some of them 9 people they even neglect and reject Nayasu. Say me I can't do this. You understand it? But 9 people they go in for go do now some of them side and they one way or the other. And it also boils down to a situation of lack of opportunities because when there is no opportunity one way or the other, once somebody go even sick say no matter what the constraints, no matter anything so far, I go want for travel. So if somebody self come and lie by you say this and this and that, it happened with us. I get a a situation will happen now with now area. A lot of young people now say that they return for come now in our area back, you know. Exactly. So some of the things then where a bit to say the people tell them say now this work you go do, now this you go do. When they go, the reality on ground is totally different.
When I see that one way this Nigeria very dark man be share, you become across her?
No, me not come across that.
Lady, instead of them promise some fine job where you go to prostitution, then go put them back.
Yeah, so I can always see some of them videos in the back on social media, wherein you will see this particular woman, another post the video. I'm saying, look, I'm a dope prostitute life now. So
especially in the Middle East. Dubai, we don't come across them video.
Yeah, some of them things then. So like me, one way or the other, we really need for ensure see, we government need for come up with more opportunities for youth them in this country, because I believe a lack of opportunities they take the risk and see how best they go for see them travel for go get a greener pasture in some of them countries than they.
Thank you very much, Jubil. Mama Dauda, your reaction to the human trafficking investigation. You say you don't watch and I know say a lot go through your mind, and you're going to discuss with people and share with you take.
Yes. So to be honest, I think the issue that has to do with human trafficking, we got to first of all understand, see, this is not so something we just happened today. I think the BBC been bold enough and maybe really confident enough or make sure so they investigate this thing here and bring them up for let people know how really it eats into, we young people. Now, to be honest with you, I think a few years back I did a story around that, this human trafficking, and then we get few interview with the institution where they deal with human trafficking as salon. So more or less the issue that really associated to with this, it's more about people looking out for opportunities, just like with me brother say, young people looking out for opportunities, trying to escape poverty. That tells you that the available resources are not there. So one of the way you can actually discourage that is when you provide the available resources for you people, you get a reason for since I can still be in my country and make it. So to be honest with you, you have a conversation with like 10 young people. Yeah, if you really have, this is just a rough observation. You have a conversation with 10 young people. Among the 10 young people, and the 8 of the young people, and they go tell you, say, hey, ask for this salary you make up. Do you understand? They tell you, say, if you left for salon for you before you able make them. That tells you that we actually don't have the level playing ground for young people to believe in their dreams, to believe that they can be in this country to make it. And hence, if some of them do not have the opportunity for go legal way for travel, they are always promised these opportunities and they want for go. The same thing happened to me, friend. Somebody will travel full and say, if you travel, there is a job where you go get na Guinea, you do na Guinea from there, you go get a particular job where you go get na Dubai and all of that. Not knowing that like this well-calculated human trafficking thing. I'll tell you for a fact, this human trafficking thing is a well-calculated, a well-structured, a well-organized gang.
Yeah.
It's a well-organized gang.
Crime.
It's a well-organized one. And it's something where I cannot fight it alone. You cannot fight it alone. Now, something where government have to be very, very serious about. Because I tell you, we have organizations, we don't affect international organizations, we don't the Canadian country. They are giving money to certain organizations for see how they can tap and dent here.
Yeah.
But much is not being done. So if an interview like that comes up, it tells you how, important it is for us to act as a country, and how important, for me, I know they boil down everything on the government. The government gets a role for play, we self get a role for play as country, and then international organizations could come in and help and see how much we can able to have for help for leverage this thing. But I tell you, human trafficking, not so today we don't start. Maybe now it come up because we get social media and a lot of people come online, they talk about it. You understand?
Yeah.
And much effort is not being given to even the media as alone. To be honest with you, bro, you hardly really see most newspapers on media houses. They do in like a deep investigation into them kind here.
Maybe the media not they pay attention.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think when BBC I funded somebody to do such an investigation. Na Salone, now we own country. What about we own journalists them? I mean, these are story ideas that we have. Last year, I was online. I saw something like that where some few international organizations look at people who are interested in actually doing an investigation on human trafficking. What the media does is to ensure that investigating things, bring and come out, and then push for action. That's all we can do.
All right. Thank you, Mohamed Dara. Unfortunately, time done. It's always good to get insight from you and Jibril. I wish we had more time so we will discuss.
And I wish I was here earlier.
Yeah, but it's okay. We look forward for more engagement. Look, we can discuss the issue there. And we think about for extend the time safe of the program so that we're going to discuss a lot. Because it's a very, very busy republic, the story them boku. But thank you very much, Mohamed Dauda Kamara, journalist, writer, fact checker, Jibril Conte, reporter, political newspaper. I tell you, I thank you. Now we don't do it from 11 to now. We will meet next time on Saturday back with the roundup with me. We don't bring the program come to you on Truth FM 103.9 and on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Ibrahim Nasarete. We meet next time. Bye bye and enjoy the weekend.